Tekken 8 is exactly a month away. So to wrap up Tekken 7, I want to look at a bunch of upcoming players and some really hype matches that were kind of historical and look forward to who's going to be an absolute menace in Tekken 8. Jesandy is a player who I think will not only be the new king of the world, he's definitely the king of America right now, with Lil Majin taking a step back from competition and being more of a content creator. But Jesandy, I believe, is not only the current king of America, but is poised to become the king of the world. And I want to highlight his breakout match back in 2022, where he put on an amazing performance against Super Akuma. First things first, I'm going to go through how Akouma kind of functions. You guys kind of know how King works. I'll talk about it a little bit. If you just want to see the match right away, timestamps will be below. So, I play with Jesandy all of the time. He's one of my common training partners. Since we're both on the West Coast, we get really good connections and we get really high quality practice. Jesandy is also super good sport, just an awesome guy to train with. First of all, his main traits that I think make him stand out as one of the new gen players is he's really solid on defense. He prefers to play like fuzzy low parries and building fuzzy defense into his movement rather than committing to hard read ducks or certain blocks unless he has the prerequisite data. So by default, he'll just be moving in a way that makes it really hard to hit him and really hard to put out like dash lows when you're running into him. The other thing that Jesandy does that's really nasty is all of his hit confirms are so clean. King has the counter hit down forward 2-1 that turns into a launcher. Jesandy also is known for doing forward 2 down 1, right? So King has the forward 2 into the high, but he also has the extension that goes mid, and then you can delay the last hit. So Jesandy will try to confirm the second hit into the last hit. On top of that, his execution is very, very consistent. He does a lot of the hard combos for King. He'll do a lot of the high execution combos that are even hard on smaller bodied characters. So he's very consistent with execution and reactions. And finally, something that he's really good at is not forcing one game plan. A lot of Kings will fall into the pattern of, this is time for me to just do throws. This is time for me to just do mids. Jesandy is super good at, within a 1-2 setting, rotating to the winning option. So that will be on display here because Super Akuma obviously has a lot of experience, has fought Kings before, and starts trying to duck, flash duck King's throws, and Jesandy will adapt to that in a really cool way. On top of that, he is a person to study and prepare. So I'm going to put up what he demonstrates as solid anti-Akuma gameplay here. So his default is to just backdash. And the reason that is because attacking Akouma is so unreliable. I'll mention it down here again, but he has so many options that are so difficult to lock him down. He has so many options that make it difficult to lock him down and to attack him reliably without risking your life. So the best default is to backdash and have him expose himself by attacking into you constantly. Even though he is a really strong character, arguably the weakest part of him is his straight up like offense mix-up game. It's not bad by any means, but it's more consistent to make him do that than to try to attack into him. When you're on defense, sidewalk left block will be one of your best friends because it evades his down 3. Now, Akouma can counter this by delaying his down 3, dashing again. He can realign it, and it actually has pretty good tracking with that realignment in mind. However, on the same timing, if he attacks in the same timing as your sidewalk left, it's pretty reliable to sidewalk. So it becomes a bit of a timing read, but it's a good default to counter that launching low he has. It also counters most of his demon flip options and can counter his running 3 in certain situations. So it's a good default movement to get around a lot of his tools, especially the high risk ones. He has some options to cover it, but they're not as high reward or as threatening. Now, if you do sidewalk left button, not back, but like attack, you risk opening yourself up to his like homing counter hit launchers. So not necessarily the best to do sidewalk left button, just sidewalk left to make things whiff, get some frame advantage, and then play your game. Don't give him the while running 3 on your block. It gives him a free down 3 mix-up or a crouching while standing 2 mix-up. Instead, it's better to time your side roll on the ground to try and get him to either whiff it or to set up a situation where you can sidewalk after it. Jesandy also demonstrates this very, very well. This is the main reason why backdash is a good default. If he jumps over your mids or lows, you die. If he jumps over your, or if he down twos to evade your highs, you die. So, especially if he has meter, it's just total curtains, right? So it's more consistent to not try to fight into him. It is better to have him fight into you. And then find your windows where you've created whiffs or created counterplay or created windows where you can go for an attack. Doing it every time, though, can still open you up to these or EXDP, things like that. Finally, you have to be careful with punishing Akuma. A lot of his moves have really insane whiff recovery. Forward 3 comes to mind. Even if you get a good sidewalk left on it, if you're not quick on the whiff punish, you can die. So it's really important to pick either safe whiff punishes that you can throw out without fear, or be really confident in recognizing that you're about to sidewalk a forward 3, for example. He has a lot of hitboxes like this that are hard to whiff punish. I believe down forward 1-1 is also a similar situation where you can get the duck, but it's mainly to gain advantage. You're not going to get like a giant punish on that. Those are the details I know about Akuma. In America, we don't have as many Akumas, which makes Jesandy's performance even more impressive in my mind. So let's hop into the match now, give you guys my analysis. Absolutely love this match. I was not here in person, unfortunately. Because I came to this tournament a day late. So it was a shame, but this was absolutely incredible to watch back after the fact. So look right away, Jesandy playing a bunch of sidesteps to the left. Quick rewind here to take a look. Sidestep left, backdash, double sidestep left. Super Akuma tracks him with the forward 3, but he's not really forcing anything. Look at how 6 seconds have gone by and he's just backdashing. He waits for this whiff from Super Akuma, right? Whiff jab and then whiff jumping 4. That gives him a window to start going in and attacking. He does the little back 1 there, or down forward 1. This is another classic Akuma preparation situation that he demonstrates. So the down 4 hits him. He stands up straight, and while Super Akuma is running in to do the running 3, this is Akuma's while running 3. It's a different animation than most Tekken characters have, but this is his while running 3. Jesandy sidewalks to the... Whoops, my fault. What was that? As soon as this hits, I got a new keyboard, and the buttons are really sensitive, so I just hit the skip forward. Anyways, he starts sidewalking to the left here. Gets a complete whiff and does the back 2-1 punish. Runs up and plays Okazemi, and now he's in more of an attacking mood, right? Because he has a bit of momentum, he has a bit of advantage, so he might as well push the offense. He doesn't want to get too predictable with just doing nothing, but he also doesn't want to attack and become predictable, right? So he does this down forward 1, a little delayed timing forward 1. Jesandy is really, really good at hitting this move. It's really slow, right? But it has so much coverage. So he does this down forward 1, sidestep right, do nothing. Akuma's backdashing here. And then he just does the forward 1 and catches the down forward 1, kind of lulling him into a false sense of security by doing nothing. For this wake-up situation, this is a little tricky. I'm pretty sure... So based on this wall situation, you have to just stay down. I don't think you can do the roll forward in this situation. Rolling forward is how you usually counter this move as the defender, right? But because of the way... Jesandy did the 1-2 jabs at the wall, and the way the character falls down the wall here, you have to just accept that you're going to get hit by this. It's less wall damage anyway, so it's not that big a deal. The only way it gets worse is if you tech roll like Super Akuma did here, and he takes more damage. Not in rage mode yet, though, which is really, really nice for Jesandy. Super Akuma hitting the while standing 3 DP. That was a good punish here. All right, down 3 Tatsu. Ooh, Jesandy misses the opportunity to get a big punish, but damage is damage, and then the armor hits him, and he dies. This is another reason why attacking into Akuma is so risky, right? Even though King has that advancing forward 1, the fact that the focus attack can just armor through things and convert into a full launch is really, really nasty. So Super Akuma cashes out here. Combo to not kill 1 pixel. I thought he was dead for sure. He could have done the rage art, no? Like... He should have just done the rage art. Well, that was a weird choice. Anyways, King has a huge robbery factor too, so that's one big concern. Although this isn't really robbery at this point, it's just 2 hits. Oh, they joust King's forward neutral 2 at this range with Super Akuma doing a run up forward 3. Forward 3 has a nice coverage. It's a nice round ender. Again, it's really hard to whiff punish, so it's not a big risk to just throw it out. Jesandy, again, playing this little dash delay timing here. First he did it sidestep right, and then forward, forward 1. Now he does a forward dash, and then a down back 3. This is nice, because if Super Akuma jabbed, he would go under it. Jabbing him out of the raw demon flip. This is good reactions from Jesandy. So he just, Super Akuma just did it. He just kind of jumped. I don't know if he was trying to evade a follow-up. Because he ate this hit, right? So he's at frame disadvantage. So maybe the jump is just to get over an immediate attack. However, Jesandy played sidestep left and reacts with a jab. The ability to react to demon flip and jump when you're doing nothing is also crucial. And it's not a normal thing Tekken players do, seeing a character jump and reacting. That's my excuse for why I'm really bad at it. This forward 4 neutral 2 is a really, really good counter to Akouma as well. Even though it's a low that he can jump over, at the range that Jesandy's playing here, look at the focus attack, right? Focus attack can't beat throws and lows. So Jesandy doing forward 4 neutral 2 here is a great choice. Even though it wasn't an exact reaction to that exact moment, he was counter hitting Super Akuma's down forward 1. He's bodying Super Akuma's dash down forward 1. Like, see, he keeps trying that. But it's a good option regardless at that range. Obviously, you can't spam it because Akuma could just decide to jump. This is a great choice again on wake up. Here, Super Akuma does a get up kick, which loses to this kick from Jesandy, which loops the situation into another ground throw. Down 1-2, first hit only. He got the running 3, and that's what's scary. Super Akuma hits the running 3, and now it's a mix-up. Does a jump into the 4, he gets hit, now it's combo time. Look at this damage. And then, with the down 1-2 demon flip, this is another situation kind of like King. King did the 1-2 jab into the flip. You don't want a tech roll. Obviously, most players know this by now, but some people don't know this. And especially with a lot of the changes to Akuma, they actually did some specific nerfs to this situation. But Akuma has ways to set it up again. So if for some reason you're fighting an Akuma again, it's always a guess whether you decide to tech roll, whether he can reset you again. It's not a clear-cut situation. If you don't tech roll, he can refloat you. But if you do tech roll, this can happen. Hits him in the back. Combo again. However, Super Akuma tries to 1-2. And this one jab, for some reason, whiffed in Jesandy's back. So he gets a down 3 to kill. A little bit of fortune that the axis was not exactly correct to get that combo extension. All right, and here Super Akuma starts employing some King counterplay. So backdash, fuzzy low duck, getting underneath the running throw from King, 1-2 punish. Good sidewalk left, Jesandy missing a confirm here, but Super Akuma missing the punish. Here's another good situation, right? He got knocked down by 1-2. So he stands up straight, or he held back in this case, and immediately sidewalks to the left. That's hard for Akuma to counter. He would have to do a dash down 3, which risks eating a wake-up kick or something. Side roll to the left. I know I'm pausing a lot, but a lot of these situations are happening really fast. Down 3 hits. Instead of doing get up, sidewalk left, which he just did and did the time before, he wants to stay unpredictable. So he does side roll to the left, which would beat this timing of wall running 3. Spring kick misses, however. Forward 3, just to clip him in neutral, kind of keep him under control. Jump fireball. Not enough damage to really be a threat, so not really too worried about that. Even though Jesandy has the time disadvantage here, he's not forcing a lot. Notice how for about 10 seconds here, he really just continues that backdash sidewalk left gameplay. And once he sees that Super Akuma is willing to be patient, then he starts going in. Super Akuma is ready for this, and 1-1 fireball catches him. Excuse me. Oh my lord. No combo conversion. Jesandy does a nice thing here where once the fireball hits him, he puts in a duck just in case Super Akuma's late with this back 1, which he is. Little punish there, and then off of the frame advantage, this is a really nice tactic. He doesn't play throw immediately because Super Akuma showed that he was willing to duck, right? So he does the 1-2, sacrifices the frame advantage with a wave dash, and then chases down the backdash. Sorry, sacrifice frame advantage with the sidestep left, and then chases down the backdash. Creates a little bit of a timing mix because some people can just fuzzy duck and ruin your throw attempt, and it creates more ambiguity. Does a ground throw, which is a mix-up because the only way to escape this ground throw, well, there's 2 ways. The default way is to just stand up, but if you stand up, King can hop knee you. If you decide to stand up and King goes for the ground throw here, you can actually launch him. However, many people are unfamiliar with the situation because it's kind of hard to lab. You can't really, you have to input the throws manually. It's really hard to lab King's chain throw, so I get why people don't know this. But according to Jesandy, you can escape this situation with a delayed side roll away from King. I don't even know how you would input that because side rolling is usually done with the left punch button and you either tap down to go towards the screen or you just press it by itself to go away from the screen. I don't know which roll you would get facing this way. You know what I mean? Like you roll left and right. So if somebody labbed that, let me know. But in any case, most players will just stay down, so Jesandy takes advantage of that with the ground throw to extend the damage. That should get him out of this situation. And here we go, another down 3. And look, this is another crucial counterplay situation. So Super Akuma hits the down 4. Now remember what Jesandy did last few times. Side roll to the left, or stand up, sidewalk left. In this case, he stands up and does sidewalk left. That beats the demon flip, right? Probably losing to the while running 3, depending on the timing, but beating the demon flip. And here he hits the full back launch into the confirm. I should have put that in the notes explicitly. Wake up situations. And there is Jesandy's textbook fuzzy low parry I was mentioning as well. Start of the round again. Very, very impressive play by Jesandy. Sidewalk left, backdash, sidewalk left, low parry. Right on in reaction to Super Akuma's dash timing, right? Rolling this back frame by frame. So he backdashes, sidewalk left, backdashes, and he's reacting here. The backdash is kind of default. Like as a player, you're just doing the backdash. But he sees that Super Akuma dashed up. So he puts in the fuzzy low parry. It looks like instantly. Like he barely low parried that. Watch that again at full speed. Very incredible fuzzy low parry. Sidewalk left, backdash, sidewalk left, low parry in reaction to Super Akuma's forward movement. Very, very impressive. Love this kind of stuff. This is why Korean backdash is so cool, by the way, is because it creates windows of natural vulnerability if you just play your regular rhythm. But Jesandy is demonstrating here how you can put in low parries in between. So what would be a vulnerability is actually a strength. Here, instead of the flip, the unblockable flip, he decides to try to jump over, gets this free ground hit. Forward 4, neutral 2, not finding his mark, down 4 again. Now this is a situation where he can't sidewalk left anymore because the wall is blocking that side. So he rolls this way, getting away from the wall running 3. This is a nice option. At the worst, he just eats another grounded hit. The last thing you would want to do is get up in this situation, block that while running 3. Now you're in a mix up with the wall right next to you and the corner right here, this little corner looming in the distance. Absolutely horrifying situation. Jesandy says, I'm willing to take another ground hit if I roll away from the wall. This gives me all this room to backdash once again. Doesn't force an attack when this whiffs, again, because Akouma, when Akuma is back turned, it's not really consistent to get any kind of punish. He's not usually locked into back turn or side turn the way other characters are. This is another reason he's like a rule-breaking character. He can just jump out of the situation, for example, and then you're dead. So Jesandy decides to play this patiently. Look at this, Super Akuma jumps, but Jesandy's just backdashing, not committing. Does does the power crush, but again, that fuzzy duck, just in case Super Akuma messes up the combo, which he does. Little jab punish, a little shove, 2 wave dashes into the throw, but the throw is broken, and then he lets the down forward 2-1 rip. Very unconventional because he almost always confirms it. This is, again, the unblockable flip situation, taking advantage of this kind of scramble and the missed wall combo. Here, Super Akuma could roll forward to evade this. However, he tech rolled. While standing 4, he caught Super Akuma ducking, and Super Akuma saw this, right? He ducked, and the down forward 2 came out. So I think off of that read, he saw that he should go for a low. That was incredible. The odds of Super Akuma ducking twice in that situation are very, very low in that high-intensity situation. Incredible play from Jesandy. We saw fuzzy low parries. We saw outplays on the Okazemi, on the wake-up situations. And just textbook Akuma defense with all of these sidewalks left and mixing up how he chooses to get up off the ground. But Super Akuma is a champion-level player, okay? So here, this game 2 isn't going to be as free. Look at that. Nice adjustment here. The first down 4 hits. This creates a decision point, right? Jesandy will probably stand up and sidewalk left just based on the past history. He stands up, and the down 4 catches him again because he's not going to stand up and duck again. Demon flip nothing, which automatically puts out this low, just continuing to hit low and chase down the backdash. He's about half HP, and he doesn't need to commit to this to kill him. It's just to change the defensive behavior. He tried to down 4 again, but his timing got caught by Jesandy's forward neutral 2. Jesandy playing plus frames, but then an evasive Jaguar step? I don't even know if that's officially called Jaguar step. But again, Super Akuma, or Akuma the character, that's a really confusing mistake to make over and over. Akuma the character is not as vulnerable as other characters, so he's back turned here. Jesandy goes for the while standing 2, but Akuma can turn around and block. Nice little punish, knockdown. He does down 4 again, playing lots of down 4. Miss input. That had to have been a miss input. Jesandy stands up and sidewalks left the running 3, but gets a very strange option there. And now the running 3 hits again. Mid, mid, mid. After all of those lows, Super Akuma plays down forward 1, forward 4, I believe that is the input, and then forward 3. Mid, mid, mid. Very, very hard to deal with. With the hit frames there off the down forward 1, he couldn't sidewalk left either. Again, down 4. And there's the down 3 finally finding its mark. And this is the reason I mentioned before why you don't want to have to block running 3 and deal with this. Because it puts him in the range where the down 3 is just free. Alright, half HP. Goes for the standard wall ender, not creating another tech roll mix-up. I think that was a mistake. I think he should go for the 50-50, and, you know, Akuma doesn't die for it, right? So it's fine to try. Giant swing at the wall is an absolute disaster here. While standing 3, Super Akuma, or Jesandy plays 1-2 jab, again delaying the throw. Notice he didn't do a throw right off of the +5. He delayed it a bit because Super Akuma fuzzy ducked. Look at this. 1-2 hits. And look at Super Akuma, little fuzzy duck. That would counter the immediate throw. Jesandy, instead, sacrificing his advantage to give up, or to counter that specific option with the higher reward throw. Yes, you could just go mid right away, but the frustration and the confusion you create by hitting an opponent when they think they have the read on your option, and you just play a different timing altogether, is way scarier. It's so hard to counter somebody who's attacking when you don't know, right? Even if you guess a mix-up wrong, at least you can guess again next time. But guessing and then the move never comes is way scarier. Forward 1, just to check any movement off the wall. He's cornered again. That's really scary. Nice. Survives the down 3. Oh my goodness. And Super Akuma adjusting beautifully. Look at this. Jesandy played the dash delay throw timing again. But just Super Akuma ducked on that delay. He didn't duck immediately. That was incredible. That was really, really incredible. And once again, we'll see Jesandy eventually adjust to that. However, Super Akuma is demonstrating his champion level gameplay. Takes a lot of grit and kind of a lot of focus to outplay in these situations. Missed the punish. That was the correct punish, but he was too late. So the DP hits the air. Jesandy gets a little float combo off this. To the wall. Boom. We're seeing so many different situations off of wake-ups that Jesandy's creating instant shove here. Jesandy shoves. I didn't put that in the notes. His shoves are really fast. He just did double shove there. Oh my god. Down by 3. Oh, he tried to whiff punish. Once again, Akuma very, 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 very hard to whiff punish. This down 3 whiffed, and he tried to forward 2-1. But Akuma was able to recover and block in time. Wall combo. Tech situation and a trap. Super Akuma picks a safe combo and then floats Jesandy out of his Jaguar step. Really, really tragic choice to do it there, right? He did a Jaguar step while Akuma was dashing in. And this is the last hit situation. Surprised he didn't burn the meter. Just I don't know if he could guarantee the kill or not. But quick 3-0 from Super Akuma, adjusting with immediate lows right off of the start, right? Immediate lows. He caught with a couple tech roll situations. And then adjusting to Jesandy's throw timings, right? The giant swing hit, but then he started countering that delay dash throw. So in game 3, we have a true gamer moment. Both of them have shown adjustments. Who is going to come out on top? That might be a spoiler because this is or you might already be spoiled because this match is from a year ago. But regardless, very incredible. Jesandy showing restraint with this confirm. Look at this. Sidewalk left, down, forward 2, down 1, sees the block and doesn't do the rest of the string. Wake up, sidewalk left, but then blocks. Throw is ducked, but no launch. Really, really crucial. Right? That wave dash throw is on the same timing as dash delay and then dash throw. So Super Akuma fuzzy ducked, but he tried to do a while standing 2. Akuma was already standing again though. So wait, maybe not? He did a backdash and then standing 2? He just didn't punish it. But he didn't confirm in any kind of combo. Jesandy does a jab into a throw. And now it's just back to the same gameplay. Oh, the throw missed the focus attack. Wow. Counter hit. Not a counter hit. This was a counter hit attempt. Side step right, block, and then back 1. But it just floated Super Akuma. Oh my god. Huge whiff. Wow. Huge whiff. No punish. Then he does this frame advantage move, right? I don't even know the frames because I rarely see this move, but then he shoves immediately and it catches Super Akuma doing a while standing move. Jesandy does like frame perfect shoves most of the time. I don't know why the wall throw didn't hit there. Okay, here we go. Same situation. Down 4 hits. Jesandy does not panic. He side rolls to the left. He's out of the wall situation. Has the whole stage to backdash once again. Frame advantage. And then dash delay mid. Punishing Super Akuma for all of these fuzzy ducks on that timing. Look at King's timing here. Catch that one more time. Sidestep, delay, backdash, and then the mid. Catching that exact fuzzy duck moment. Most of the times, I would recommend letting them do the fuzzy and then catching them after they stand back up. But Jesandy is so precise. He actually caught the fuzzy duck with a mid. That is so much harder to do because the fuzzy is like 2 or 3 frames. Look at all this sidewalk left. Very, very safe punish. Does not go for too much. Because Super Akuma has meter here, right? So he can die. Big whiff there. Nice block. This is again that fuzzy low defense, right? Backdash, react to the forward movement, and a quick low duck. But he out of range to punish or something. I don't know why he went for that. Great recognition from Jesandy here, though. Check this out. He does his same fuzzy duck, same react to the forward movement, put in the duck, but he has the recognition that it's a whiff. So in the middle of the duck, instead of just doing his regular punish, he recognizes that it was a complete whiff and goes for the launch. That's a quick adjustment because that's I believe that the input is full crouch down forward too, right? So you have to commit to that. You can't just hit a different button. It's actually a different like stick movement. Or full crouch forward too, maybe? Oh my god. Absolutely incredible. Using the Jaguar movement to go left, then does a rage drive while Super Akuma's ducking into a while standing 4. That delayed timing just bodied him there. Usually, Jesandy would go for a throw, right? So it kind of makes sense that Super Akuma would try to challenge. But here, Jesandy did his move a little bit faster than normal. Counter hitting here and then goes for the guaranteed clothesline. That was super hype. And now he's up 2-0. Sidestep left here, again beating Akuma down forward 1. But he doesn't go for the whiff punish because it's really hard to consistently whiff punish Akuma. I'm going to be repeating myself a lot because Akuma, you know, you got to beat these lessons into your head. Maybe not with Tekken 8 coming soon, but you know, if Akuma comes back, you'll want to be ready. I hope to God he does not. Ducking again just in case Super Akuma messes up the combo, which he does. Very crucial. Okay, low. Look at this. He tried to whiff punish, but it was too slow. But what was really smart is he just finished the string anyways and found a counter hit. The throw didn't catch him out of the air. Oh my god, and he got ducked on the second throw attempt. That instant while standing 2 from Akuma is really scary. Not a clean wall hit. Oi, could have wall splatted, but it's scary to commit to that. Delayed throw timing once again. Look at this. Did Super Akuma even fuzzy duck? He did not. Yes, he did. Jesandy delayed it even more. Jesandy, this is what I was saying about catching them after the fuzzy, right? Super Akuma stood back up into it because Jesandy delayed the timing even more. A master of changing his timing and reading what the opponent and reacting to what the opponent is doing. Not reacting literally as in, you know, in the moment, but like watching the screen, seeing the opponent's defensive option and then picking the counter the next time. So yes, reading. And then this running exploder people talked about a lot. Like Super Akuma, you see, is staring at his stick. Like, what happened? Like, you know, he clearly wasn't doing anything, right? So my theory here is in this situation, if you frame by frame it, right? Akuma does a backdash and then stands completely still. right? And he just gets hit. So my thought is that Super Akuma may have hit back, back, forward, back. And on the hitbox, if you hold forward and back at the same time, it becomes neutral. So he probably got a neutral guard. And I believe King's running Exploder will blow you up if you're neutral guarding, as if you're holding nothing. Usually you have to hold back to block this in particular. So if Super Akuma accidentally held both buttons at the same time, then the hitbox will have killed him here with the opposite cardinals giving neutral. But we celebrated here in America because what an incredible victory. Like Jesandy, I believe this was his first major tournament. I could be wrong on that. But he came out and took down France's best player, an EU monster, in a 2-1 victory. And it wasn't just a fluke, it wasn't just robbery. He was actively adjusting to Akuma's offensive options. He was actively changing his timings based on the options Super Akuma was choosing. When you saw those fuzzy ducks, he didn't force the same throw timing. He went for the mid on the same timing, which was godlike, but then instead of playing that game over and over, he just delayed the throw slightly. I don't know if you guys understand how impressive it is in this last game to make that micro throw timing adjustment. That was so sick. Under this kind of pressure, this is when you fall back to your default habits. This is when you do the things you didn't mean to do. You know, like this is where most players in tournament go like, man, I just autopiloted because I was scared. But Jesandy did the opposite of that. He countered the defensive autopilot with an active timing change that was so subtle. I didn't mention this in the beginning when I was talking about Jesandy, but Jesandy's one of the few people too who is capable of mixing up Giant Swing and Shining Wizard out of Wave Dash. So he has situations where he will make it look like the Giant Swing, which requires a half circle input. He will have situations where he makes it come out of running. I hit my mic. I was so excited. Out of running without any animation of the crouch dash, which usually telegraphs it if a King player does it slower. On top of that, he can do wave dashes into the instant running Shining Wizard, and a default player will probably think it's a Giant Swing. He's mastered the craft of fully hiding King's throws. So this performance is, you know, a drop in the bucket, but Jesandy has gone on to win ICFCs, the online NA brackets, in very dominant fashions, demonstrating again his key skills here consistently over and over. And as I've trained with him more and more, he's gotten stronger and stronger. And it's going to be so scary. King in Tekken 8 is ridiculous. I have some matches recorded with Jesandy from Tekken 8. If you want to see those, let me know. He is so disgusting with this character in Tekken 8. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking around. I know I've been gone for a few days, and I'm really glad to be back. So leave a like if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment if I missed anything, and please subscribe if you want to see more. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.